Hey, 8th graders, time to review chapter 5, and then after this, you will be taking a test. So let's go ahead and check out the vocabulary first. First, we have transparent, a material that transmits most of the light that strikes it. Translucent, a material that scatters the light that passes through it. Opaque, a material that reflects or absorbs all of the light that strikes it. The primary colors, 3 colors that can combine to make any other color. Secondary colors, produced by 2 primary colors that combine in equal amounts. Complementary colors, any 2 colors that combine to form white light. Pigments, colored substances that are used to color other materials. Rays are a straight line used to represent a light wave. Regular reflection is reflection that occurs when parallel rays of light hit a smooth surface and all reflect at the same angle. An image is a copy of the object formed by reflected or refracted rays of light. Diffuse reflection is reflection that occurs when parallel rays of light hit an uneven surface and all reflect at different angles. A plane mirror is a flat sheet of glass that has a smooth, silver-colored coating on one side. A virtual image is an image that forms where light seems to come from. A concave mirror, a mirror that's a surface that curves inward like the inside of a bowl. Optical axis, an imaginary line that divides a mirror in half, much like the equator that divides Earth into northern and southern halves. A focal point is the point at which rays parallel to the optical axis reflect and meet. A real image forms when light rays actually meet. A convex mirror is a mirror with a surface that curves outward. Index of refraction is the measure of how much a light ray bends when it enters that medium. A mirage is an image of a distant object caused by refraction of light. Lens is a curved piece of glass or other transparent material that reflects the light. A concave lens is a lens that is thinner in the center than at the edges. And a convex lens is a lens that is thicker in the center than at the edges. That will be on your test, so make sure you keep those 2 straight. Concave is thinner, convex is thicker. A cornea is the transparent tissue that covers the front of the eye. Pupil is the opening in the center of the iris through which light enters the inside of the eye. Iris is the ring muscle that surrounds the pupil and regulates the amount of light entering the eye. It gives the eye its color. The retina is the layer of receptor cells at the back of the eye on which an image is focused. Rods are cells in the retina that detect dim light. Cones are cells in the retina that respond to and detect color. An optic nerve is a short, thick nerve that carries signals from the eye to the brain. Nearsighted is having the condition in which a person can see nearby objects clearly and distant objects as blurry. Farsighted is the opposite, so having the condition in which a person can see distant objects clearly and nearby objects as blurry. Those 2 will also be on your test for sure. So just remember the name. So near means you can see close by but not far away, and farsighted is seeing far away but not close by. Camera is an optical instrument that uses lenses to focus light. And film or an electronic sensor to record an image of an object. A telescope is an optical instrument that forms enlarged images of distant objects. Refracting telescope is a telescope that uses convex lenses to gather and focus light. Objective is a lens that gathers light from an object and forms a real image. Eyepiece, a lens that magnifies the image formed by the objective. Reflecting telescope, a telescope that uses a curved mirror to collect and focus light. And finally, a microscope, which is an instrument that makes small objects look larger. Key points from lesson 1. The color of an opaque object is the color of the light it reflects. The color of a transparent or translucent object is the color of the light it transmits. When the 3 primary colors of light are combined in equal amounts, they produce white light. When the 3 primary colors of pigments are combined in equal amounts, they produce black. So transparent is water, air, and clear glass. Translucent things are wax paper and frosted glass. Opaque things are metals and tightly woven fabric. And remember that primary and secondary colors are different than when we would think of like painting and art. So the primary colors of light, red, blue, and green. Secondary colors are yellow, cyan, and magenta. Remember, cyan is kind of a bluish color. Magenta is a purpley red color. From lesson 2, the two ways in which a surface can reflect light are regular reflection and diffuse reflection. A plane mirror produces a virtual image that is upright and the same size as the object. Concave mirrors can produce real or virtual images. A convex mirror produces a virtual image that is always smaller than the object. 3, when light rays enter a new medium at an angle, the change in speed causes the rays to bend. The type of image formed by a lens depends on the shape of the lens and the position of the object. Water plus light equals a rainbow. Lesson 4, you see objects when a process occurs that involves both your eyes and your brain. And lesson 5, the lenses in a camera focus light to form a real upside-down image in the back of the camera. Telescopes use lenses or mirrors to collect and focus light from distant objects. And a microscope uses a combination of lenses to produce and magnify an image. So, review anything that you need to a second time if necessary. Otherwise, your assignment is to take the Chapter 5 test. Let me know if you have questions on one of the lessons, something from the chapter, or on the assignment. Otherwise, have a great Thursday.